Guten Tag, European. Ich heiße Adnan. Ich bin ein Videoblogger aus Aserbaidschan. And that's about all I can say in German, unfortunately. So I will be speaking mainly in English today. And I will be speaking about Eurovision. Eurovision is upcoming in May. And this year it will happen in my home country of Azerbaijan. And there is a lot of debate going around the world in newspapers, in TV, online, in social networks, whether Eurovision is actually a political event or why and how it's been politicized recently. 2 years ago, I made a video also about Eurovision. Back then, representative of Azerbaijan, Aysel Temurzadeh, took 3rd place, and there were other ex-representatives from Armenia who also tried to politicize the event by displaying a certain monument that was situated on the territory of modern Azerbaijan occupied by Armenian forces, and displaying it as a part of Armenia during their presentation. The Azerbaijani side raised deep concern about this monument and about usage of this monument at the advertisement, but later it was pulled out by the committee. But then during the announcing of the numbers for the winning song, the Armenian side again displayed this, saying, okay, we got you on this one. And this shows just how on different occasions this wonderful event of singing and dancing and wearing obscure costumes can be politicized. To what extent any international competition is apolitical? Are Olympics apolitical? Is World Football Championship apolitical? I don't know. If there is an international competition, if there are flags raised, if there are anthems, you know, it always becomes political, because wars are not so much in fashion in the world right now, although some nations still like going to wars. So nations look for the other ways to prove themselves, to say that they're better than the next one. For example, this year the Eurovision happens in Azerbaijan, and Armenia, our neighbor who is in conflict with us over the occupied territories of Nagorno-Karabakh, eventually they refused to participate, stating the reasons that human rights of Armenians are violated on the borderline, and they don't want to be part of the country where hatred against Armenians is become a state policy. But it is obvious that this is a way of using Eurovision as a tool to attract the world on their side. Just again, in Azerbaijan itself, Eurovision is being very politicized, is actually being presented to the people of Azerbaijan as a success of policies developed and implemented by the ruling party. Maybe it's not being said outright on TV or on newspapers, but anywhere in all the debates, they're saying, look, I mean, we are very good in what we do, and hey, we have won the Eurovision. The members of the ruling family are leading the process of Eurovision, and some of the members of the ruling family are actually going to sing as guest singers at the Eurovision, and it shows how much important this event actually is for Azerbaijan. There are good sides to the politics and Eurovision. There has been a lot of human rights violations during the last 3 or 4 years in Azerbaijan, mainly with the political prisoners and prisoners of conscience. And now Eurovision is a good chance to attract the views of the whole Europe and the whole world to this little country and see what is going on there, and see that there are people who are fighting for freedom of speech, for justice, for liberal values, and what they do, they need help, they need support, and they need to be known across the world. And let us hope that Eurovision will bring these eyes, all eyes on Azerbaijan, and will at least bring some change in the form of information being disseminated and spread all across the Europe. Eurovision is fun, Eurovision is music, but it is coming to Azerbaijan at a big cost to Azerbaijani people. The direct concrete budget of Eurovision is unknown for simple folk like me, but according to unofficial information, it's more than 300 million euros already. Compared to the one that happened last year in Germany, it was only 70 million euros. And these are the monies of the taxpayers. These are the monies that could have been going to other necessary projects. And houses of ordinary people are being demolished due to Eurovision in Azerbaijan also. So regardless of the intent and regardless of the original purpose of this competition is so big for such a small country that it's inevitable that it will be politicized. And I think we should endure it, we should accept it as it is, and we should use it for the benefit. When I say we, I mean all thinking people, both outside and inside of Azerbaijan, who wish Azerbaijan well. I hope that Eurovision will go fine, and I'm happy that all the journalists and all the tourists from Europe will come to Azerbaijan, and I hope it will go well. Thank you. Take care.